Blackout Beats.
Hello, all you awesome people out there. Welcome back to Geek Visits Entertainment, your one place dedicated to the big three of visual media, of course, that being film, video games, and television. I'm your host, as always, Hoover, and we are back with yet another episode of our news drops, giving you the news stories of whatever period of time I typically do these do these around. This one is going to cover about things just from the end of July, start of August. I've been sitting here for about the past, I don't know, 10 minutes trying to get my chair right, and then it was good. And then as soon as I record and start talking, I'll feel it lowering already. So we off to a fantastic start here for this episode. But yeah, we got a new episode. This one's gonna be a lot shorter than the last episode was. The last episode was a thick one because we kind of covered a long period of time between the last two. But now we back on our semi-regular schedule, as regular as you can get, dealing with me. But yeah, so you already know we're gonna talk about stories from film, TV, and video games here today. And let's just go over some of the stuff we gonna run down here on this episode today. So, of course, on the film side, you already know it's Monday, so we got to talk about our box office results from the weekend. WB is experiencing some layoffs in its film division for once, finally something that's not video game related layoffs. We got a double news for 007 with the director and the writer for the upcoming 007 movie. News about Mark Ruffalo returning to the next Spider-Man movie. I got some I got some bullshit MGK news I want to talk about, just 'cause I thought it was funny. And then we got some updates on A Quiet Place Part 3. For video games, we are going to be talking about, of course, the big reveal for Battlefield 6 that just went down not too long ago. Nintendo had a direct as well. Also, we got an update on the Switch price. Some news on Bioshock 4. Did you know Bioshock 4 was happening? Well, I got news for you on that one. We also got some news on Capcom. And, of course, THQ Nordic also had an event recently, so we're going to talk about that, too. And then on the TV side, we're going to talk about a little special pop-up for a streaming service. We got a Hostel TV series in the works. Netflix original just got canceled. We got some new updates on Stephen Colbert and what he could be doing next after the Tonight Show. And then, of course, like I said, we got some more streaming BS because WB, HBO, you know, already know it's always war over here. So we're gonna talk about some more BS going on over on HBO Max as well. And they already know on the video aspect, we're gonna be going over some trailers too. So feel free to be looking into all of that. But anywho, that is everything we're gonna be talking about here today. Let us go ahead and drop into that news, shall we? All right. So starting off, y'all already know. Box office update. Box office. Fantastic Four lands Lords over Bad Guys 2, Naked Gun, but suffers a sharp decline. The Marvel superhero pick tumbled 66% in its sophomore outing domestically compared to just a 53% drop as compared to DC's Superman. So, Marvel's Fantastic Four First Step easily stayed atop the domestic box office charts in its second weekend with a $40 million weekend. But tumbled a worrisome 66%. That's more than anyone could have predicted after the event pick opened to 117.6 million last weekend. Stellar audience reviews and critical reaction. At the same time, it isn't entirely outside the range for a normal superhero genre, and there's still a clear runway ahead before the summer ends. It hoped to clear $200 million throughout the weekend, but instead is projecting a 10-day domestic tally of 198 million, just under, compared to the queue of 236 million and a drop of 53% for DC Studios' Superman in its second weekend. To be fair, the Man of Steel didn't have another super pick to compete with, although Jurassic Park Rebirth had only opened a week prior. Overseas, what is this open up against? Overseas, Mr. Fantastic and his family made up ground, earning an additional 39.6 million for an early global tally of 368 million globally. That includes 170 million internationally, compared to Superman's current overseas total of 235 million from international markets. That's going to be an interesting race because y'all remember in the last news drop we had, there was talks about how Superman is kind of disappointing internationally. It's not doing as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Fantastic Four stacks up against that domestically. But yeah, 66% is quite a bit. That's a quite a bit big drop off. In North America, Fantastic Four had no trouble fitting off Bad Guys 2 and The Naked Gun. Naked Gun opened in second. Bad Guys opened second. Naked Gun opened third. Bad Guys 2 started off better than expected, launching with a 22.2 million, the second best animated launch of the year, and it came in not far behind the first film, which debuted to 23 million. So good for them. Transforming into a sleeper hit and earning more than 250 million globally. Uh, I did not know that movie did so well. Um, the fucking second one got announced. I was like, they doing a second one? I didn't hear shit on the first one. I thought the first one was a flop, but apparently it wasn't. Director Pierre Perifel and producer Damon Ross reteamed to make the sequel, boasted a cinema score and generally strong reviews. The sequel also sees the return of the stars Sam Rockwell, Mark Maron, Craig Robinson, Anthony Ramos, and Aquafina, and newcomers include Zazie Beetz, Richard Ayoade, Alex Borstein, and Lily Singh. We don't really care about what's going on in the movie. We also got that Daniel Brooks, Maria Balakova, and Natasha Leon. I think I've seen this. I think this ran as like a little pre-roll in front of Fantastic Four. I think it was the three of them promoting the movie. But Paramount's acclaimed The Naked Gun revival, which stars Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson, opened on a high end of expectations in North America with lots of 17 million and 28.5 million globally. The $40 million comedy is the last film that the current iteration of Paramount Pictures will release before David Ellis' Skydance officially closes its $8 billion merger with Paramount on August 7th. We talked about that before. Apple Movie Studio chief Brian Robbins, who has been serving as one of the three interim CEOs of Paramount since the sale began last year, intends to step down once Ellis takes control of the entertainment. Let's talk about that. The Naked Gun revival, produced by Seth MacFarlane, stars Liam Neeson. His first leading comedic role, and opposite Pamela Anderson. This is his first leading comedy, at least. That's weird to hear, but also not like I'm not surprised, but I'm also kind of surprised. He plays Lieutenant Frank Debrin Jr., who was trying to follow in the footsteps of his father, Frank Debrin, who was played, of course, by the iconic Leslie Nielsen in the original films. The new pick boasted A- cinema score from audiences and a strong post-tracks exit. So good things coming out of this. That's cool. Paul Walter Hauser, CCH Pounder, that's a crazy ass name. Kevin Durand, Cody Rhodes, Lisa Cozy, Eddie Yu, and Danny Hudson also star. This is the fourth film in the franchise, directed by Akiva Schaffer. Shout out to Akiva, member of the Lonely Island, if y'all didn't know that. From a script wrote by Dan Greger and Doug Mand, 31 years after the last movie. Damn. One fun fact: Anderson is on double duty this weekend between Bad Guys 2 and The Naked Gun. Pamela Anderson? Is this The Naked Gun? I mean, not The Naked Gun. She's a Bad Guys 2. And then, of course, rounding out the top five, we got Superman in his fourth outing, finished Sunday with a 551 million. After earning a 13 million domestic and 11 million overseas, it became the first DC title in 3 years to cross the $300 million mark in North America, which is a major win, which is crazy. Just goes to show you how fucking just how much the DC, what were they called, the DCEU before this had just kind of just ran completely out of steam by the time they got to the end there. And then, of course, in the fifth spot, we have Jurassic World Rebirth, round off the top five with 8.7 million domestic and 448 million and 766 million globally. So Jurassic World still in the top spot. Superman still in the top five. Superman and Jurassic World still in the top five. Fantastic Four still holds number one, but had a steep drop off. So we're gonna have to see what the third week tally is. I don't think there's anything major coming out, but it does have a lot of competition. I think Together drops this weekend, or Together or Weapons, one or both. I actually need to figure that out because I do want to see both of them. But yeah, so that is your box office. Fantastic Four with a steep decline despite good reviews from critics and audiences. And it being a Marvel movie, but a steep decline. Still number one, but yeah, quite the decline. So interested to see if we can figure out what maybe caused that. But we'll shall see. Next up, no, I will not. That's why I have to fucking redo everything. All right, layoff strike at Warner Brothers Motion Picture Group. Studio heads Michael DeLuna and Pamela Abbey announced the shift in direction in a memo to staff. Lately, we've been doing a lot of news on a lot of video game companies, a lot of development houses laying off in the video game world. So I had to talk about one that didn't involve video games, but involved our movie situation here. Layoffs are currently underway at Warner Brothers Motion Picture Group as the story movie studio attempts to streamline its structure and save costs. The layoffs will reduce the staff about 10%. Operation, which does business around the globe, had a total headcount of under 1,000 employees, according to insiders. Motion Picture Group co-chairs Michael DeLuna and Pamela Abbey announced the layoffs in an internal memo to staff on Wednesday morning. The duo had come under the intense scrutiny around the new year after a string of box office misses, only to be followed by a dazzling winning streak led by Minecraft and Sinners. The restructuring has been in the works since early this year, beginning with the news that the longtime domestic distribution president Jeff Goldstein would be elevated to global president, resulting in This is some crazy ass names. Andrew Cripps, exiting as president of international distribution. Cripps soon joined Disney as the president of global distribution. Damn. Disney long ago streamlined its operations to focus on one worldwide structure. Universal has now done the same. And it included taking one of their guys. That's funny. Leaving Warner in January alongside Cripps and president of global leaving Warner Brother. Goddamn, I can't read. Leaving Warner's in January alongside Cripps was president of global marketing Josh Goldstein. At the top, Nasbaum, Davin were tapped to step in. On the interim basis, with John Stanford, who currently serves as EVP of creative advertising, serving as the interim head of theatrical creative advertising. Insiders said Tuesday that the studio is pleased with the current marketing leadership and that there's no current plan to replace Goldstein. The interim is no longer being used. He's the interim, but now he's head coach full time. So just some changes over here. You know I have to bring it up because y'all already know. If you don't know already, it's fuck WB over here. Fuck WB Discovery. They've been fucking shit up. They've been on a good streak lately. I will admit that. Been on a good streak lately. I ain't seen Minecraft. I don't really plan to watch it. Don't really care for it. Sinners was phenomenal. Superman was surprisingly good. I'm actually shocked by how much I liked that movie. But they seem to be on the up and up. But still, it's still fuckable. So fuck him his ass off. All right, little older news here, but I had to look it up because of our next story. I didn't even know this was a thing, but Dennis Villanueva is to direct the next James Bond film at Amazon. Yeah, Villanueva is directing with Tanya Lapointe signing on executive producer. Amy Pascal and David Heyman will serve as producers. Some of my earliest movie-going memories are connected to 007. I grew up watching James Bond films with my father ever since Dr. No with Sean Connery. I'm a die-hard Bond fan. To me, he's sacred territory. Villanueva said, I intend to honor the tradition and open the path for many new missions to come. This is a massive responsibility and also incredibly exciting for me and a huge honor. Amy, David, and I are absolutely thrilled to bring him back to the screen. Thank you to Amazon MGM Studio for their trust. So that was pretty crazy. I didn't even know this. But yeah, if you didn't know, Villanueva is he's directed the Dune trilogy. That's his biggest movies going on right now, and those movies do extremely well. They are extremely well done. I've only seen the first one so far. I got to catch up and watch the second one before the third one comes out. But yeah, I've heard nothing but good things. Like I said, I watched the first one. The first one is very well done. So this is what he's going to be tackling after he's finished up with the Dune trilogy. He's going to be tackling 007. So I'm looking forward to it. Mike Hawkins, the head of Prime Video and Amazon, added, we are honored that Dennis has agreed to direct James Bond's next chapter. He is a cinematic master whose filmography speaks for itself. From Blade Runner 20, I forgot about 2047. I didn't know he did Arrival. I like the fucking Arrival. Arrival's fucking dope. And the Dune films, he has delivered compelling worlds, dynamic visuals, complex characters, and most importantly, the immersive storytelling that the global audiences yearn to experience in theaters. James Bond is in the hands of one of today's greatest filmmakers, and we cannot wait to get started on 007's next adventure. I can't lie. I can't lie. I'm a little excited too. The Villanueva's behind it got me a little interested, a little bit more excited for the next 007 movie. Of course, no word on when it's coming, but we all know it's going to be coming. Amazon purchased MGM in 2021, which I do believe included the 007 film rights. Then this February, after years of stalls, a far starts on a new installment from the 2021's No Time to Die, which saw Craig's five-film tenure at 007 come to an end. The three entities, Wilson, Broccoli, and Amazon, formed a joint venture to house the intellectual property rights while allowing all three to remain co-owners of the property. Yeah, I believe there was something because the estate that owned the rights were very protective of it, and they were really stalling any new 007 films to come out. Eventually, I believe they just sold it right out to Amazon. Them. I remember one thing was they didn't want 007 bastardized, and then and then as soon as Amazon got it, they're like, all right, we finna do a movie cinematic universe, and we're gonna get a couple series spinoffs attached to it as well. Like, damn, they did all that shit. He showed it to them, and y'all immediately doing the one thing they were saying they didn't want to happen. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited. But the story that made me go back and realize this, because I didn't know this was already announced. But we also have the news on the next writer for the James Bond films, and the next James Bond pick in Amazon Studios to be written by Stephen Knight. After settling on Villanueva to direct the next Bond movie, has a writer in its sights to pen the next installment. Sources tell that Peaky Blinders creator Stephen Knight has been set to write the epic. I ain't never seen Peaky Blinders. Any Peaky Blinders fans? How's the show? I mean, I don't hear too much about it, honestly, but I don't hear anything bad, but I don't hear anything like crazy good about it. Like, especially for a show that is not in my sphere. Sometimes if a show has a lot of hype to it, it can penetrate my sphere and I hear about it. Like, I hear a shit ton about Severance. I ain't never watched it, but I hear a shit ton about it. So y'all let me know, Peaky Blinders A1? I don't know. Amy Pascal and David Heyman are producing via Pascal Pictures and Heyday Films. Tanya LaPone, we already knew that. Executive producer. Tanya's executive producer. Since landing full creative control of the franchise this year, Amazon MGM has been through its search for the behind-the-scenes talent that will oversee the development of the next pick in the series. Were first to be brought on after a meeting with a number of directors. They tapped Villanueva. While there have been rumors about who could potentially play the lead, sources say that the only focus in recent weeks has been who could write the script, with a number of meetings taking place with potential candidates. I agree. Let's get the script done first, then let's worry about who we can bring in to play the role. Especially as you want to have a good script to entice potential talent to sign on. The British-born Knight seemed to be putting himself in pole position, but insiders said a final sign-off could not be given until he met with Villanueva, who is currently filming his next Doom film. Insiders say the meeting finally took place last week, with Villanueva finally on board for Knight to get the job. Let me look. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. What's his what's his resume looking like? As for Knight, he is the creator, executive producer, and writer for the BAFTA award-winning series Peaky Blinders. Okay, a BAFTA award next to it. Starring Cillian Murphy, as well as series including the Emmy-nominated Taboo, C, BAFTA-nominated Sats Rogue Heroes, as well as A Thousand Blows, This Town, The Veil, All the Light We Cannot See. The later earned multiple nominations, including for Best Limited Series at last year's Golden Globes. So I'm very much not familiar with with anything this man is attached to be honest with you. But they seem to have some weight behind them. A lot of BAFTA nominations, some Emmy nominations. So they got some weight to them. Knight also co-created the gang phenomenon Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. His first independent film, Dirty Pretty Things, was directed by Stephen Frears and opened in 22 London Film Festival. Won 4 BIFAs, a Humanitarian Prize, and earned Oscar nominations for original screenplay. Okay, so yeah, he got some clout to him. He got some clout. I'm sorry. What's the Shaq quote? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar. I wasn't familiar with the game. I wasn't familiar with the game, with Mr. Knight. So that's cool. So they got somebody who got some weight behind their name and some actually truly good shit underneath their belt. So that's good. Uh, so yeah, Stephen Knight is pinning the script. So we got Stephen Knight pinning the script. We got Villanueva in the director's chair. So we're off to a pretty damn good start. It seems like they are taking this very seriously, and they're making sure they get some truly creative, visionary people attached to this thing. All right. Well, I guess. Well, I mean, shit ain't gonna load in no time. This shit ain't gonna load in no timely manner. But some Skydance Paramount news. Seems that we got the full structuring of the suits, of the butts in the seats, the people behind the scenes who are going to be running things at this new joint venture. All right, take it on. You know what? I don't really care. It's just a bunch of people who I ain't gonna know, who's just making the business decisions. We care about the creative decisions over here. Oh, let's see. Don Granger, I don't even know who that is. Skydance president of features and Skydance Sports is making the jump to the new Paramount after the merger goes through. The 3 decades production veteran will lead film under Dana Goldberg and Josh Greenstein, who are the new co-chairs of Paramount Pictures. Worked on Skydance with Top Gun Maverick. Also did The Old Guard 2, Mayday, Balls Up with the Warrior Kid, and Matchbox. Okay, this is just the one guy. Anywho, we got a bunch of names we ain't gonna know who are gonna be running the business side of Paramount from now on. So there you go. All right, Mark Ruffalo's circling Hulk return in Spider-Man: Brand New Day. There's been a lot of news coming out about casting updates and who's going to be in this brand new Spider-Man flick. And we got another one here as Mark Ruffalo's Hulk might smash his way onto the set of Tom Holland's Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Circling an appearance in the upcoming fourth Spider-Man film, which is going to be directed by Dustin Daniel Cretton. Unclear if the deal has close for him to reprise his role as Bruce Banner, the Hulk. Who the fuck else would it be? Okay. I laugh and I joke like, who the fuck could be? But to be fair, to their credit, we are in like we are doing the multiverse era shit. So he could be, but I fully expect Spider-Man to be a fully on grounded street level thing. Brand New Day will see the return of franchise stars Zendaya, who plays MJ Jones Watson, and Jacob Batalon, who plays Ned Leeds. New to the universe, we got John Bernthal's Punisher, as well as the mysterious characters played by the Bears Emmy winner Liza Colon Zayas and Stranger Things standout Sadie Sink, both roles who we don't really know so far. I did see there was also some news that um, Michael, what the fuck is his name? Michael Madden. I think it says his name. The guy who plays Scorpion in Homecoming, he's supposed to be coming back as well. Also saw something that Kingpin's supposed to be in there, but I didn't see that coming from like a reliable, reputable source. So take those as a grain of salt. A key dynamic in Spider-Man and Holland's Spider-Man franchise has been his relationship with older mentor figures. We got Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark in Homecoming, Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury in Far From Home, and then Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange in No Way Home. And of course, we had Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield crossover as well. Thus, Ruffalo's Banner will fit in that role nicely. An OG Avenger character has yet to headline a solo movie, but the green skinned giant has been a prime co lead, like in Ragnarok, as well as She Hulk, and of course, the Avengers movie. They did tease the suit. That's been a big thing going on. I don't think I put it in my fucking YouTube playlist, but we'll take a look at that. In honor of National Spider-Man Day. Oh, that's why it was. So they teased it. But then they showed it off fully in a whole new video. So we'll probably watch the whole reveal video. So yeah, Mark Ruffalo might be returning in Spider-Man: Brand New Day. So we shall see. It's like they are really loading this movie up. Like I said, I'm hoping that everything seems to be proven and showing that this is going to be a full-on ground level, street level superhero Spider-Man movie. Cause I don't need no more multiverse shit. You know, no, he doesn't need to be involved, especially the way the last one ended. I'm looking forward to this one being a fully on grounded street level hero story, which I think Spider-Man fits into very nicely. Like I've been saying this whole time, I don't know. The whole Secret Wars coming up in like 3 years really kind of has a lot of really kind of has me iffy on what the hell could be going on or what we could see in the future. But I always say Spider-Man is the perfect hero to bridge the gap between the Avengers level heroes, you know, your Iron Man's, Captain America's, Captain Marvel, you know, your Hulks, your Thors, to the more grounded level, street level heroes of like Daredevil and Punisher and Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and all them. So maybe we'll see that. Maybe we will see that. All right, next up. I put this in here because I thought it was funny. Machine Gun Kelly claims he was supposed, keyword supposed, to audition for Sinners, but he didn't. But he wouldn't say the N word. Although Sinners has landed among the top box office releases of 2025 so far, Machine Gun Kelly had his reasons for. There's a fucking fly around here. I I despise flies. House flies, horse flies, fruit flies. I despise all of them. Mosquitoes. Fucking hate all of them. The Grammy nominee recently claimed he was supposed to audition to play a vampire in Ryan Coogler's supernatural period piece. Um, he says, "His quote, like Sinners, I was supposed to be in that," said Kelly on the Pat McAfee show, according to Billboard. The vampire they had me set up to do the audition. It's the one that's in the house, so he's the second vampire. The one that the guy comes and eats the family. So he's supposed to be the guy who the couple that old boy house runs into, and he kills the husband, and then the wife. He was supposed to be the husband there. In the audition, he had to say the N word, and I wouldn't do it. Reference to the character of Bert. Okay, there we go. Played by Peter Duramaeus, married to Laura Kirk's Joan. The couple makes the mistake of welcoming Remick into their home, and he turns them into vampires. Despite passing up the opportunity to appear in Sinners, Kelly's open to casting opportunities. Hey, dude, I like to be in cinema while I still look young, he said. He has appeared in Nerve, Bird Box, The King of Staten Island, and Power, as well as shows like Brody's, Butt and Dave. So yeah, granted, like I said, this is just an audition, not him saying he had a role, like he was definitely supposed to play this guy. You know, he ain't saying that, but he's saying he did have an audition lined up to play this guy. Um, so yeah, so unfortunately, we are not in the universe that had Machine Gun and Kelly appearing in Sinners, and therefore nothing of value was lost. I titled this whole thing "Nobody Cares MGK." Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And like, I don't even think he's that good of an actor. I haven't seen him in too much. Didn't he play in like some biopic of like a rock band or something? I think he was in there. He's Tommy Lee Jones or something. I don't know. I just thought this was funny. I had to bring it up. Just like, all right, MGK. Nobody cares, bro. You ain't even have this. You ain't have to say all that. You probably were gonna get the damn role anyway. So who cares? All right. Next up, final story. Quiet Place Part 3. John Krasinski is returning to direct, write, and produce, and sets a summer 2027 release. The big-eared, noise-sensitive aliens are invading Earth again, with John Krasinski announcing A Quiet Place Part 3 was scheduled to hit theaters on July 9th, 2027. Four-time primetime nominee, Emmy nominee, multi-hyphenate, I'm sorry. Just revealed the news on social media that he's back to direct, write, and produce the fourth film in the Paramount series. No cast confirmation at this time, with the story being kept secret. Krasinski and Allison Seeger on Sunday Night's Productions are producing with Platinum Dunes. Sunday Night has a first look deal with the studio. A Quiet Place franchise has grossed over $9 million worldwide. It costs three films composed of Krasinski's A Quiet Place, Part 2, and then the Michael Sarnowski spinoff, Quiet Place Day 1. Quiet Place Day 1 is pretty damn good, too. The first took off like a rocket ship at South by Southwest in 2018, leading to an over-indexing $50 million opening that weekend, and a near $150 million domestic and $341 million global. The Pixar Krasinski, his wife Blunt, Noah Jupe, and Millicent Simmons receiving an Oscar nomination for sound editing. Quiet Place Part 2 saw its release pushed back due to COVID, brought the box office back alive during Memorial Day weekend in 2021 with a $57 million four-day start, ending with 160 domestic and $297 million global haul. A little less than the first one made, but more domestically than the first one made. Blunt, Jupe, and Simon return for the sequel, which nabbed the BAFTA nomination for Best Sound. And last summer, A Quiet Place Part 1, Day 1, a prequel set in apocalyptic New York City ravaged by aliens, and starred Oscar winner Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn, debuted at $52 million and led out at $139 million domestic and $262 million globally. So it's interesting because the weekends typically do just about the same. Opening weekend it typically makes about 50 million opening weekends. Two made a little bit more. Day one made a bit less than the first one, a bit less than the last one, but still more than the first one. But domestically, they all kind of went down every time. Actually, I'm sorry. Globally, they went down every time. 340 million for the first one. but then only 200 and only barely 300 million. They didn't reach 300 million globally, the second one, and then the spinoff only did 260 million. So globally, it's gone down each time. Domestically, it's the last one made significantly less than the second one. But then also the second one did make more than the first one, but it still stuck around, kind of in the same level. And then it kind of had its first dip with a day one. So interested to see how the third one is going to be received by audiences. But here he is, the date, put three with the date for it. So there you go. I enjoy the Quiet Place movies. I think they're pretty good. Very, very interesting concept to it with the whole aliens who use sound and shit. Um, yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Day one was pretty cool. Day one was really cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. We'll keep, and of course, we'll keep an eye on any casting updates, story details, and whatnot here on the channel. So be on the lookout for that. All right, that is it for our film portion. Now we gotta jump into our video game portion. And then, of course, if y'all already know, EA and Dice finally had our first actual reveal of Battlefield 6. They had a teaser trailer not too long ago, but they had an event. They showed it off for the first time. They had a bunch of streamers and content creators play the game for a couple hours. So that's what they did. So I'm hoping, because I tried to find a story that at least covered everything in one video. I mean, in one news story. So hopefully, PC Gamer got me, and this is kind of everything that we need to know that was unveiled at the Battlefield event. All right, so Battlefield Studios includes Dice, Critteren, Motive, and Ripple is working on the next entry. That's a lot of motherfuckers. Working on the next entry of EA's military shooter series, Battlefield 6. It's been a few years since Battlefield 2042's ugly start, and even though the much maligned near future Battlefield turned things around, the time for 2042 updates is no more. BF6 is on the way with both single and multiplayer modes, and EA swears it's going all in this time after the last launch and subsequent overhaul. With so many hands on deck, the military FPS is shaping to be a big one, so we're chronicling live streams, dev blogs, and everything else we know about BF6 here. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so that was the reveal. We already know. Okay. EA confirmed Battlefield 6 will cost $70 for standard edition, dispelling fears of the $80, so they're not doing 80. It's going to be 70. So no worries about that. But that is just the standard edition. Of course, there's the usual premium bundles, which is called the Phantom Edition, and it's nice to see no one annoying early access caveats or beta tests locked behind an extra pre-order or upgrade. Speaking of beta tests, the first Battlefield 6 open betas begin on August 7th, which is this weekend, I believe. It's just Thursday, with plans for 3 test periods through the month. Its initial trial is only for EA's limited registration community play test, Battlefield Labs, but everyone else can join in starting on August 9th. That's next week. So yeah, August 7th through the 8th, which is the Battlefield Labs members, and then the 9th is for everyone, and then another window on the 14th through the 17th, also for everyone. Of course, like I said, the reveal trailer, we watched this last time on the news drop. The trailer promises yet another Modern War shooter campaign, opening with its fictional U.S. president addressing an attack from a private military complex, Pax Armada. As sworn enemies of NATO, the company rushes to fill a power vacuum left behind in a world destabilized by conflict. It's the usual mankind seeking an apocalyptic means to an end stuff in featuring guns, bombs, and guys armed to the teeth. So I had the gameplay footage a week after they revealed it. It followed with a multiplayer gameplay live stream. The part everyone really comes to Battlefield 4 highlighted an absurd number of helicopter explosions and military dudes going wild with the defib and tanks you can hitch a ride on. Some of that footage is also spliced out for shorter segments like the Battlefield 6 maps, modes, and portal clips on YouTube. But the real treat through it all, Limp Bizkit's break stuff. I'm not sure if I'm being sarcastic or not, but we're going to the old days in more ways than one. So let's kind of talk about what we got here. So we got 9 maps at launch, including a remake of BF3's Operation Firestorm, standard 64-player lobbies. There is a single-player campaign this time around. I do remember the last one of them was just literally only multiplayer, no single-player. No specialists, just regular old classes. Recon, Assault, Engineer, and Support. I know a lot of OGs are very happy about that one. After fan feedback, EA is also adding a playlist with class restrictions on guns. Battlefield's Portal custom game modes are back, and the new, more advanced tools make it look more like Halo Forge. And it seems that the Battle Royale rumors are true as EA teases the return of Battlefield 5's Firestorm mode. Alright, so they played it. Let's see what they're talking about. So PC gamers Mark Morgan spent four I said Matt Morgan. Morgan Park spent 4 hours playing the return to form military shooter for his Battlefield 6 preview. It's quite good and seems the next game takes the right lessons from 2042's failures as it shapes up to be the ordinary FPS we need so badly. In hopes, it's a bit of a hope for Battlefield after years long identity crisis, opting to pare down the ridiculous scale we saw before in both map size and player lobbies. Even tac sprint is gone, slowing down movement to match the new pace. That, plus the instant feedback adding for vaulting and climbing, along with the suspected hit scan changes, make up for a series of little tweaks and redefines better highlighted by a more focused, classic Battlefield. So some good news there. Some good news there. All right, system requirements for the PC mode, which I mentioned this last time. I always figured that Battlefield was the PC FPS shooter, as opposed to Call of Duty, which is more of a console-friendly one. So the only right way to play it, here are your PC requirements. So you get a minimum 64 processor and operating unit, Windows 10, at least an Intel Core i5 or a Ryzen 5 2600, 16 gigabytes of RAM, graphics, and NVIDIA RTX 2060 or Radeon 5600. 12. Internet, 55 gigabytes of space. Recommended though, still 64. Windows 11, at least a Core i7 or Ryzen 7 3700. 16 gigabytes of RAM. 3060 Ti, Radeon 6700. Internet and 80 gigabytes of space. That's a lot of space. So it's probably gonna be a big ass file. So yeah, that is everything that was revealed at the Battlefield event. Like I said, not little stuff, but not too much stuff. At least I hope this is about most of it. We are going to be watching a little trailer that just had to in our trailer section, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, Battlefield 6 is on the way. I got a beta test drop from a Twitch drop too, but that bitch was so I couldn't even get to log into the bitch because that motherfucker was probably getting hit so hard. The website wouldn't load, the fucking code wouldn't work because there's so many motherfuckers going on that bitch at one time. So I need to try that shit again and see if I make sure I can get it. I think they did say it. You do have until at least when the shit launches to activate your code. So hopefully I'm good. I'll try that shit again so I can get into it. I'd like to try it out. All right, next up. Battlefield was the only one that had an event. We also had everything announced at July's Nintendo Partner Direct. It's about the end of the month. We're gonna blow through this with a little quickly because, to my understanding, there wasn't a lot of good shit talked about here. So let's talk about it. So we got Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection, spin-off series set to tell two nations gearing up for war, to the birth of Rathalos. A long thought extinct gives hope. Unfortunately, it's born with a twin, signaling a prophecy heralding these beasts as harbingers of civil war and destruction. In addition to the Switch 2, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection is also coming to PS5, Xbox, and PC. Once upon a Katamari. This brand new entry in the popular and strange series sees the prince rolling his signature ball through time itself to rebuild the night sky. You roll up anything, you roll up anything, Smoker's Paradise, and everything across various eras since the Jurassic period, the Ice Age, and historic Japan. Once Upon a Katamari features new tools such as a magnet to attract nearby objects, a competitive online multiplayer mode called Katamari Ball, and a new original soundtrack. Thankfully, plenty of returning tracks appear as well. I just want to get a look at this thing. Thing gonna let me control the volume.
The universe, and a brilliant great cosmos came into being. The guardian of this great cosmos is one whom we love, the king of all cosmos. It's me and my mighty king of kings. One day, the king casually tossed a scroll he had found. and accidentally destroyed Earth.
This nigga look familiar. I feel like I've seen him before. I feel like I've seen that little main character before too.
In this Katamari Damacy,
I think they were in Astrobot, if I remember correctly. All right, we got Just Dance 2026. I ain't talked much about that. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero is coming to the Switch too. Don't think you can find too many people in online lobbies. I mean, if the regular console version has a bunch of people not playing the bitch, I highly doubt but you're gonna find too many more people playing on the Switch too. Plants vs. Zombies Replanted is coming on October 26th. EA's FC Sports on September 26th. Pac-Man World Repack coming on September 26th. Following in the footsteps of its 2022 predecessor, Pac-Man World 2 is getting the modernized repack treatment. The 2002 sequel has been built from scratch with improved graphics and gameplay. How come I get the whole fucking YouTube UI here, but not in the last video?
Oh, how about a quick snack?
It's probably that show.
Back on the menu. Pac-Man World 2 Repack. Pac-Man World 2 is back and better than ever.
Hey, yo, wait a minute. I think I played this before.
A massive crisis has fallen upon Pac-Land. The ghosts have stolen the golden fruit.
I don't think I had it. I think
in this wild adventure through Pac-Land.
I think my cousin had it, or my aunt had it. I don't know.
I've got to get back Stat. The villagers are in danger.
But I feel like I played the original one before. Cause that menu that start menu looked familiar.
Once you're on the ice, look out for any crack spots. You don't want to fall in.
Watch out for all kinds of epic enemies.
All right, come, Pac-Man. Show me what you're made of.
Repack means new features. Team up and play together with a friend. Pac-Man and Pac-Drone are coming. Watch out, Ghost.
They gave Pac-Man a drone. Gotta modernize him. I feel like I played that before. All right, we got Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalace Chronicles. We've seen that before. Persona 3 Reloaded coming in October. Remember that. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment coming in the winter. Nintendo didn't have much new to offer for the next game in the Hyrule Warriors franchise. Other than a new trailer with new gameplay, we don't know when it will release beyond the vague winter window. But for Zelda fans, there was some interesting wording. They specifically used the word canonical when referring to the game's story. The previous Hyrule Warriors games, Age of Calamity, was more or less not canon, which led to a very underwhelming conclusion for the game. I've never been big into the Dynasty Warriors kind of style of game.
Given an opening, he will bear his fate. Until Hyrule itself is no more.
Just you fighting 50 million niggas on screen and shit.
Be that as it may, we face it together.
Oh, beam beam.
But you sought it from Hyrule.
Is that fucking stand, nigga?
This is madness.
There is danger here. Enormously so.
Hyrule Warriors. It's canon, guys. It's canon. So far, the trailers haven't featured Link, which, considering the time of the game, makes sense. But the tease at the end of the trailer could potentially be a reference to the ancient hero. I won't go into details on what that means here, but if you don't mind some very, very late game, Well, after you beat the game, spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom, you can head here. And they have a little link. Or they don't have a link, because they ain't put none there. Apparently I paused earlier, there's a tease at the end here. Cool. I know exactly what all that shit means. Madden's coming to Switch 2. Chilling by the Fire, July 31st. Arguably one of the stranger announcements made during the partner showcase. The oddly titled but undeniably accurate Chilling by the Fire tasks players with building and maintaining a campfire. You can also invite friends to hang out via chat, and if they have a camera, their faces can float around. What the fuck?
A cozy campfire is calling. Calling all camping enthusiasts. Build campfires in this cozy fire building sim. Chop wood. Arrange the pieces. Then light them up. But if you don't fuel the flames properly, they'll fizzle out. To stoke your campfire, place logs based on the fire's strength. Let enough oxygen flow through and maintain the right amount of heat. Don't let wet logs dampen your fire. Dry them before tossing them in the flames. And when you want to create an even bigger fire, just blow on it. Sometimes, though, a little patience is all you need. So roast some marshmallows or set off fireworks to light up the sky. You can also get the flames going in rainy or snowy conditions. But try mastering your campfire making skills first. With a compatible USB camera, you can enjoy each other's company around the campfire. You might even strike up some interesting conversations. Relax and stay a while. When Chillin' by the Fire sparks to life on Nintendo Switch 2.
Nigga, just go. Nigga, just anything but actually going outside. God damn. Like, nigga, just go camping at that point. What the fuck? Apex Legends is coming to the Switch 2. Hella, and the Hella players control a mouse gathering materials to create a cure for their witch. The game looks adorable and will feature online co-op. No release date was offered, but we can apparently expect it next year. Star Wars Outlaws, Chronos: The New Dawn is coming to the Switch 2. Yakuza Kiwami and Kiwami 2. During the showcase, Nintendo spit the penultimate announcement section, highlighting a number of games back-to-back in quick succession. Good Night Universe. Is that fucking like Good Night Moon? I just figured because it says Good Night Universe and there's a fucking baby here. So I'm like, niggas, this is Good Night Moon? What the fuck?
Life's better when your stuff is protected.
Never mind, there's an ad. We ain't gonna deal with it. Good Night Universe, the next game from the creators of Before Your Eyes that follows a telekinetic baby, is coming to the Switch and Switch 2 on November 11th. NBA Bounce looks like an NBA Jam-esque arcade game where you can play as team mascots. It's coming to the Switch. Okay. I'm all for arcade basketball. I'm all for more basketball games.
The court is ready. The action has just begun. Perfect pass and great long shot. This is pure 3-on-3 basketball.
Oh, it's 3v3?
Great team
Full court?
play. Wow, I wasn't expecting this.
My nigga Bango?
This is where the game turns into a pure party. Up to 4 players locally. More fun, more strategy.
3v3, but only 4 players, so you gotta play with a bot. Oh, team. All right, that's pretty cool. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the Seven. Shinobi Art of Vengeance releasing on the 29th. Playable demo now. Borderlands 4. Adventures of Elliot: The Millennial Tides is ready a new HD 2D game, but as opposed to his previous efforts like Octopath Traveler or Live Alive, this game is an action RPG. Follows the titular Elliot and his fairy friend Faye as they battle with various close and long-range weapons across the world of Philabeldia. Okay. The game will offer a local co-op where a second player can control Faye. Speaking of Octopath Traveler 0, and that was it. So that was the Nintendo Switch thing. I feel like Nintendo always does these things, and it's always like these very low-key remakes or indie games or some shit. We never anything big. But we did get something a little bigger, as Nintendo is raising the Switch 1 prices for the first time ever. Nintendo is raising the prices of the Switch 1 for the first time since its peak back in 2017. For some reason, they just had the Switch 2 release, but they're raising the prices for the Switch 1. The fuck? All models of the Switch 1, including the OLED and light models, will go up in price from around $30 to $50. Switch 1 accessories like extra Joy-Con and the Alarmo clock are going to be up in price as well. Select Switch 2 accessories will also see a hike. God damn. But the Switch 2 system and games so far are holding steady. In related news, Nintendo's latest financial report shows a promising start to the Switch 2, selling 6 million units worldwide since launch. Remember when they had that Nintendo Treehouse Direct and everybody was in the comments talking about to change the price? Motherfuckers wouldn't have bought the shit anyway. Nintendo goal of 15 million Switch 2 sold by the end of March looks to be in sight. And if you own a Switch 2, but we're hoping for a port of Battlefield 6, you might be waiting a long time. Battlefield president said that shit ain't coming to the Switch 2. That motherfucker can't handle it. You're gonna be operating a goddamn IED in your fucking hand. Like, nigga, shit just go fucking explode. All right, next up. Bioshock Studio hits trouble with sequels. Still MIA. A new report says developer Cloud Chamber failed an internal review of the fourth entry in the acclaimed shooter series. I keep forgetting that they're doing another Bioshock. Ain't Netflix also doing like a Bioshock show or some shit? It's been 12 years since the last Bioshock game and 5 since 2K founded a brand new studio called Cloud Chamber to develop a new entry in the beloved shooter franchise. However, it sounds like we're going to be waiting a little bit longer for whatever the fourth Bioshock game ends up being, as a new report from Bloomberg indicates that Cloud Chamber has hit a snag in development, resulting in a leadership shakeup. The story says that the next Bioshock failed a review by executives at publisher 2K Games. According to Bloomberg sources, the game's narrative was a sore spot in the internal evaluation and is now being revamped. Cloud Chamber studio head Kelly Gilmore has reportedly been removed from her position, and Bioshock creative director Hogarth de la Plante has been moved to a publishing role. Developers at the studio are worried that broader layoffs may follow after they were told in an all-hands meeting that Cloud Chamber needs to be more agile and efficient. A 2K representative told Bloomberg that the publisher believes the next Bioshock is already a good game, but it is committed to delivering a great one. Buried at the end of the Bloomberg story is confirmation that 2K was also working on a Bioshock remake, but that has been shelved. Bioshock series has been MIA for decades, with the last game in the series being Bioshock Infinite in 2013. Followed by a 2-part DLC called Burial at Sea, which was fucking great, which bridges the gap between Infinite's airborne world of Columbia and the universe the underwater city of Rapture for the first 2 games. Ken Levine, the original game's lead, went on to found Ghost Story Games and is working on Judas, which looks more like a spiritual successor to Bioshock. So, the point of this story is, as 2K Games is learning, sometimes you can't just replicate shit just because you own the motherfucker. Sometimes it takes the people who made the bitch, like Kevin Levine, to stick around and steer the damn ship right. But we shall see. We'll see what this fourth Bioshock is. We're not off to a good start though, if this is true. Which Bloomberg does good shit, so I'm surprised if it is. So yeah, I have been looking forward to Judas for a while now. I do it pretty much for that exact reason. It's the spiritual successor to Bioshock. It's being made by Ken Levine, the guy who fucking originated the original idea of Bioshock. And it seems I will give 2K some credit. I hate fucking saying that though. I will give 2K Games some credit. The fact that they are aware that like the storytelling for Bioshock games is like the premier selling point of the series, it's kind of a plus. So it's good that they're saying like the story needs to be fucking A1. This shit needs to be a prime ass fucking story if we gonna ship this. And just having it to be average ain't really gonna cut it. Especially if you could also think that I wouldn't be surprised if it is a little sense of pride for 2K to show that they can, make this game. It's very much like what's old boy's name? The nigga who was the GM of the Bulls during the Jordan era. I can't remember his fucking name. But it's very much like that nigga. Remember, like, he thought he could build the Bulls into a dynasty post Jordan and Pimpin and Phil Jackson, and he kind of thought like he was the mastermind who kind of made the Bulls happen, even though it was legitimately the fucking talent that was on the court. I mean, like, yeah, you brought the talent together, but you weren't with me shooting in the gym, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? So I feel like that. I feel like we might have a little similar situation here. 2K thinking they could just do another Bioshock because they own it, but not having Kevin Levine be attached to it. Because to my understanding, this was fucking years ago at this point. To my understanding, if I'm remembering correctly, when they did Infinite, 2K wanted them to do another one. To do another Bioshock, but Ken Levine was like, I don't think so. I think we should just leave it alone. But 2K was very adamant in making a new one. So more than likely, they probably gave him the whole choice of like, hey, we're gonna make another one, and we're gonna make it with you, or we're gonna make it without you. And Ken Levine was like, all right, well, just make it without me then. And he left because he wanted to do something new and different. So yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on this brand new Bioshock and what it holds for the future. All right, next up, Capcom's stock price plummets as its latest financial report shows catering Monster Hunter Wilds sales. After selling more than 10 million copies at launch, Wilds has only sold about 477,000 in the last quarter. On Monday, Capcom published its first quarterly report for 2025 financial year. While the company showed growing revenue and profits, the report painted a dire picture of the state of Monster Hunter Wilds. During the quarter that ended on June 30th, Wilds sales had fallen by more than 95% from its launch quarter, leaving the landmark release Capcom's 9th best-selling title for the quarter behind older games like Devil May Cry 5, Resident Evil Village, and the Resident Evil 4 remake. Wilds, to put it lightly, is in a rough state. I do remember that very recently there was some talk. I think they're talking about it right here. There was some talk about people were having a negative reception to an update or a patch or something. Since launch, player settlement has soured to the point of widespread rancidity, leaving the game's recent Steam rating review at a persistent, overwhelmingly negative. Chief among those complaints is the dismal performance. Oh yeah, that too. Which attempted fixes in multiple post launch patches have failed to properly address. And there you go, what I just said. So let's see. So yeah, there it is right there. 470. And remember, this is their newest title. And it's being outsold by a lot of older titles. Street Fighter, Resident Evil 2 remake, Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry HD collection, Biohazard. So yeah, it's being outsold by a lot of older titles. I mean, it lifetime sales was pretty good. Like I said, for it to be the newest game on here compared to everything else that's a lot older. Players have also criticized its thin in-game experience and lagging weapon balance. While returning monsters and continuing title updates have been met with some enthusiasm, even Monster Hunter diehards have been left with a distinct suspicion that Wilds was pushed out too soon to secure end of financial year sales for Capcom's pursuit of consecutive record profits. While Wilds broke Capcom's launch record, its ailing reputation has clearly had an impact on continuing sales. After making more than 10 million sales in its launch quarter, Wilds only sold, they already said that. Capcom spent the last week breaking escalating levels of emergency glass to win back player approval with bikini-clad blacksmiths and accelerated update schedules, but also efforts didn't prevent immediate fallout in the wake of the company's quarterly reports. Spotted by Eurogamer, Capcom's stock price began an immediate plunge of almost 10% once Japanese markets opened today. Things aren't looking entirely good from Capcom, however. Investors might be reeling that those abysmal sales figures, but that its share value has still risen 27% over the last 12 months, and its operating profits for the quarter up 91% year to year. Capcom might remain in comfortable financial waters, but it doesn't make the state of Monster Hunter Wilds any less frustrating. As I wrote in our Wilds review, its core gameplay is some of the best combat Capcom has ever produced, if only the game surrounding it was given the attention it deserved. So Monster Hunter Wilds. And remember, this is a live service game. Live service games live and die by in-game content and updates post launch. That's literally like the whole fucking selling point. And why these motherfuckers keep making them so they can keep making money after the initial sales. But you gotta be able to keep it up. And the thing that sucks about these live service games is legitimately how one patch, you release one patch, and it breaks some shit in the game, can stall the entire fucking game. And that seems like what Capcom is dealing with right now. So, there you go. All right, and for our last story, THQ Nordic Digital Showcase. They had a showcase as well. Hopefully, it was better than Nintendo's. Yeah, let's see. Friday afternoon on August 1st, THQ Nordic had its annual digital showcase for 2025, and with it came a plethora of new game details, from premieres to announcements to even a few surprises. THQ Nordic had a lot for its fans to check out regarding upcoming offerings. Okay, as all the games are listed below are in order of appearance. Okay, let's see. SpongeBob SquarePants Titans of the Tide. A new SpongeBob game. David fucking Hasselhoff. Okay, so it's a co-op thing. You swap between SpongeBob and Patrick in real time. All right, we don't need to watch this whole thing. They're they're Cloak and Dagger and rivals. Hey, yo, what the hell? Pre-order bonus is ass, literally. Wreck Nation, pure freedom, pure chaos. Build the tracks of your dreams or nightmares and tell through them, alone or with friends in Wreck Nation. Oh shit. Oh, is this like Burnout? I love Burnout. Burnout is the only fucking racing game I've ever liked. Yeah, this was like Burnout. That's cool. That's cool. Tides of Tomorrow. Oh, I remember this game. Tides of Tomorrow. You'll head out on a journey to find a cure for a fatal disease. Before everything is lost, every choice leaves a mark. Follow the steps of a friend, a streamer, or total stranger, and live the impacts of their decisions through your own story. Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. They revealed this at the Game Awards.
After Road 96, the team came together around a central theme for our next project. We wanted to create a world that parallels some of the real-life environmental issues our planet is navigating.
Oh, it's woke, guys. It's a woke game. They're preaching about the fucking environment. It's woke. Everybody gonna buy it now.
I heard something happened with another Tidewalker.
In Tides of Tomorrow, you'll head out on a journey to find a cure for a fatal disease before everything is lost.
Hey, I just said that.
Someone beat us to it.
Asynchronous narration is our next step after the procedural story of Road 96. It supports the theme of protecting our planet. Every choice leaves a mark. Following the steps of a friend, a streamer, or a total stranger, and live the impacts of their decisions through your own story. And yes, you can also play solo thanks to our offline journeys available at launch.
Alright, so you ain't gotta worry about all the fucking pop-ups. Play offline. This is like just the same footage from last time.
In good or bad ways.
It's just this voiceover on it.
And every experience will be shaped by previous player choices. And you, as you'll be impacting other players' journeys, what legacy will you leave behind?
Tidewalkers.
Guess the same thing. So I wonder, I do still wonder, is this like real time?
You, as you'll be impacting.
Like, can I play at the same time somebody else is playing, like see their shit? Like this thing, that this shot right here. Clearly we're a player here. but looks like we're like watching somebody else being run to the arena. But though this person seems to be an echo, so maybe this is another one of those.
And every
But yeah, I'm interested in this game. We got to see what happens here. Wreckfest 2. Oh, it's another racing game. This seems like a more off-road racing game. Like a demolition derby racing game. Buckle up and brace for impact. Wreckfest 2 is here to push the cars to the limit. Wreckfest 2 is available for PC early access. Come to PS5 and Xbox at a later date. Alright, cool. Don't look as cool as the other one. Sacred 2 Remaster. You step into the world of Ark. Ankaria, as one of 6 heroes, explore a massive open world and master combat arms and spells for epic loot. This remaster brings fan favorites to life with high-res textures, better combat, and bug fixes for longtime fans and newcomers alike. Super off topic here. They need to fucking remake what's it called? Gauntlet Dark Legacy? That's what they need to fucking remake. I say that because this kind of looks like it. Alright, cool, we get it. Eternal Life of Goldman. A mother tells her child a twisted fairy tale about Goldman until delicate emotions from her own checkered past begin to resurface in this breathtaking platformer. Explore vast hand-drawn archipelago inspired by ancient fables and depicted in classic frame-by-frame animation. Eternal Life of Gold. Oh, I remember this. This was at the somewhere a while ago. I saw this. Was it the Game Awards? I think so. I think it was somebody else's little direct.
When you first met him?
Matt. I can't say I ever met him. It's more like he burst in like a hurricane.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool.
Like last week, when the roofs across the street got blown away?
I was certainly blown away. I remember thinking, he was the first beautiful person I had ever seen in my life.
What? That old man?
Actually, he was in his early 30s then.
That's what I said. An old man.
Well, for an old man,
Hey,
he
yo.
sure was full of life. And
Don't
inventive.
try to
He
age
had a lot
me
of
up like
dreams.
that.
And it turned out I had dreams of my own. He got greedy. And I realized I needed to be greedy sometimes too. He could be cruel. And
Isn't it bad to be greedy?
And he'd never shut up about that stupid treasure. He kept studying his maps, poring over his notes, over and over and over again.
What's wrong with treasures?
He may be an old man to you, but when he was blabbering on about treasure, I saw a boy.
What the fuck am I looking
What's wrong with boys?
Was I not a fool for believing a boy?
Maybe he was just gonna...
I said, was I not a fool for believing a boy?
I don't know, Mom. I guess if the treasure...
Can't you hear what I am telling you? He dreamed of nonsense. He was greedy for nonsense. He was cruel because of nonsense.
Oh shit,
He
that looks
filled
trippy as
my
hell.
head with nonsense, and I believed in nonsense. And one day...
Mom, if you don't want...
And one day he will come back and pay for everything. Do you understand me? Or not?
She mad.
Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
I wasn't gonna watch this whole trailer. But
I'm
I had to
sorry.
watch the whole thing.
You're right, Mom. You're right. Mom, can you hear me? I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Okay? Okay, Mom? Mom?
Yeah, that was like a dope ass little platform. I'm interested in that. Titan Quest 2. The Morai have woven a long and winding thread, but fate no longer hides in shadow. The wait is over. Titan Quest 2 has arrived in early access on Epic Games Store and Steam. Step into a world of myth and monsters. Your journey begins today. dungeon crawler, little Diablo, Path of Exile thing here. Alright, cool. The Guild Europa 1410 takes you back to the roots of the beloved series inspired by Europa 1400. The Guild start with a modest business, grow your dynasty, and shape your legacy through trade, politics, or intrigue. Alright, that sounds kind of whack. Gothic Remake. Gothic 1 Remake launches in early 2026. The Nyrus demo is available on consoles today. 3 minutes. Alright, that's cool. The Gothic 2 wow, I can't talk. Gothic 2 Complete Classic. The Gothic Classic Trilogy is coming to PlayStation and Xbox. Okay, classic versions. Okay. Reanimal. The boat offers little protection from the horrors ahead, but the orphans are in it together, whether they like it or not. Reanimal is the new game by Tarsier Studios, the original creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2. Game launches in the first quarter of 2026. Yo, indie Reanimal. I'm indie Reanimal. We indie Reanimal. Okay, a little co-op game. Beat niggas with crowbars. Why this shot looks exactly like a shot from Little Devil Inside. Alright, well, anybody's a fan of what the hell? Little Nightmares. This is their next game, so we're looking forward to that. The Remnant Collector's Edition. Oh, I'm sorry, the Reanimal Collector's Edition. What the fuck? Who wants this? Alright, Fate Keeper. Master the art of the sword and sorcery and Fate Keeper, a first-person fantasy RPG, reactive combat, rich progression, and a handcrafted world. Fate Keeper is coming to early access to PC this winter. This is the big one. Darksiders 4. The announcement that they were making a Darksiders 4.
You will be hunted.
I've been very much out of the loop on this game. I played Darksiders 2 forever ago.
The Council, and there will be others. You would wage this war alone?
This is the so it's gotta be the fourth one, right? So we're playing with the fourth horseman.
No.
Oh.
Not.
Okay, my bad, War, my bad. Damn, I didn't know. I guess we're playing with War again in the fourth game. Okay, damn. I was like, oh, so we're playing the fourth horseman with the guns in this one, right? Because I was looking forward to playing as the motherfucker with the guns. They came on. So Toby straight. He was like, no, you're not. I'm back, nigga.
No. Not alone.
Oh shit, it's all four of them. Boy, Death is back. Oh, so it's all four of them. So is this co-op? Well, that's cool. I like Darksiders 2 was really fun. I love Darksiders 2. That was a really enjoyable game. I played a little bit of the first Darksiders. I think it's one of like the first games I downloaded on my Xbox when I got Game Pass. If I remember that correctly. I don't know why I never finished it. I either uninstalled it because had too much shit or they took it off. I don't remember. But yeah, I played the first one. The first one was really fun too. I beat the second one. The second one was really good. I enjoyed that one. I know the third one was with the female writer, Fury. Is that her name? Or Rad? Her right here. And so I thought we were playing with this guy, the fourth one. It would be in 4. I thought we were playing with him. I think there was a mobile game where he was the main character in it. I never played it clearly because it was a mobile game. But I do remember he appeared in something, but it wasn't like a major console release like the other 3. So I thought he was finally gonna get his due, but no. So it's all 4 of them here. That's cool. What if it's like a co-op thing going on in this one? So that was THQ Nordic, and with that, that is our video game portion. Now we will be moving on to television. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so let me get a little water right here. Luther, The Office, and more British TV to stream on HBO Max as Warner Brothers Discovery platform sets limited programming pop-up with BritBox. Oh, great. It didn't load my shit in. HBO Max is giving its US subscribers a taste of British television series like Luther, The Office, thanks to a short-term digital arrangement with BritBox. From August 1st to September 29th, so it's still active. HBO Max will launch a programming pop-up featuring a sampling of 15 different British TV shows that are available via BritBox, which is currently one of the highest and fastest growing specialty streaming services in the US. Damn, people liking fucking British TV like that? Titles available through the entire engagement include seasons 1 and 2 of Blue Lights, Agatha Christie's Murder is Easy, Agatha Christie's Towards Zero, Father Brown, Shakespeare and Hathaway, Silent Witness, Sister Boniface, The Inspector Lindley Mysteries, seasons 1 and 2 of The Office, as well as both of The Office Christmas specials and The Sixth Commandment. A few titles will be available for an even more limited time. Season 1 of Luther can be streamed from August 1st to the 30th, and Season 2 will be available throughout September. Season 1 of Sherwood is only available in August. HBO Max viewers seek premium entertainment they can't get anywhere else. We'll talk about that a little later. Through this partnership, we are excited to offer them a premium collection of distinctly British series to complement their viewing experiences, including acclaimed series, fan favorite franchises, standout performances from celebrated talent, and exceptional storytelling across mystery, crime, drama, and comedy. Robert Shieldhouse, president BritBox, said in a statement. BritBox is the leading streaming destination for British TV, which has seen a stark increase in demand in the US over the past 5 years. This is not the first time Max has experimented with programming pop-ups featuring other streamers' content. In 2023, AMC partnered with them to feature a series like Fear the Walking Dead, A Discovery of Witches, Killing Eve, and even more for a limited time. So if you're interested in British TV, HBO Max is giving a small little sample of some British shows on their little pop-up, so feel free to check them out. And if you like them, maybe go ahead and subscribe to BritBox. It's apparently been very, very popular. We're gonna talk about some more HBO shit a little later here. But a Hostel TV series from Eli Roth and starring Paul Giamatti lands at Peacock for development. The Hostel TV series is found at home. Peacock Variety has learned exclusively that the TV extension of the horror film franchise is currently in development at NBC Universal. The show was previously reported to be in the works in June 2024, but no platform was attached at the time. As originally reported, Paul Giamatti is attached to star in the series with Hostel mastermind Eli Roth set to write, direct, and executive produce. Chris Briggs and Michael Fleece have produced all the Hostel films and also executive producers. Fifth season is the studio. Exact plot details will be kept under wraps. I remember Hostel might be. Some people might not know Hostel, especially in any younger viewers or listeners out there. But Hostel was like an early 2000s horror film franchise, and I swear to God, I think this motherfucker had a direct. I might have to look at some numbers, but I would not be surprised if this movie led to a direct correlation of a slight or massive dip in Americans of American tourism to Europe. It was basically a movie series about a group of Europeans who prey on American tourists and they kidnap them, and then they essentially use them as bodies for buyers to act out just sick little body torture fantasies and shit. In the Hostel franchise, innocent tourist stars kidnapped by a mysterious group known as the Elite. Elite hunting club operating out of Eastern Europe, with the group's rich clientele paying to torture and murder tourists. The first film was released in 2006 with Ross writing and directing. He also did Hostel Part 2 in 2007, and the third film though was direct to video in 2011. Roth was not involved in that one. The first two films in the franchise grossed nearly $120 million globally, despite costing $4.8 million and $10 million respectively to produce. So they made them super on the cheap and made a lot of bank. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Small overhead allows for massive fucking profit returns, people. If you do it well. Giamatti is one of the finest actors of his generation. He is a 2-time Oscar nominee, first for Cinderella Man and then for The Holdovers. He's also a 6-time Golden Globe nominee, winning for the award for his work in series like John Adams, as well as films Barney Vision, The Holdovers. Giamatti previously told Variety's Mac Malkin that he was interested in pursuing more horror roles, naming The Texas Chainsaw Massacre as his favorite film in the genre. So cool, we got a Hostel TV show. I wonder how bloody and gory they get, because I remember that about the Hostel movies. They were pretty gory. So I wonder how far they take it in the show. All right, next up, FUBAR canceled by Netflix after only 2 seasons. We've talked about this a little bit. I think we talked about when the second season when the series got renewed for season 2. We talked about it here on the channel. Netflix is not proceeding with the 3rd season of the Arnold Schwarzenegger spy action FUBAR. The decision comes about a month and a half after season 2 launched on the platform on June 12th. It follows a surprisingly soft return for the series, which, likely fueled by Schwarzenegger global star power, had a strong debut in May 2023 and also star Monica Barraro, who became an Oscar nominee between seasons 1 and 2 for A Complete Unknown. I guess they're basically saying like the soft numbers don't represent probably the already paying a lot for Arnold Schwarzenegger, but now old girl's getting a little bit more popular, so her price tag is going up. So it's like, yeah, it probably ain't worth to keep it going. Season 2 released more than 2 years after season 1. FUBAR barely made Netflix's top 10 for English language series in its first week. It landed its last spot with 2.2 million views from Thursday through Sunday, down from 11 million views from season 1 premiere. Season 2 peaked at number 7 in its first week with 3.3 million and logged one more to number 10 to finish in week 3 with 1.8 million views before dropping out of the top 10. This is a rare Netflix cancellation of 2025, joining other sophomore action dramas The Recruit, and Freshman Pulse and The Residents. The streamer has renewed close to 20 scripted shows since the start of the year. Most recently, series Untamed for season 2, Shane Gillis' comedy Tires for season 3, and romantic dramas Ransom Canyon for season 2 and Virgin River for season 8. So if you're a FUBAR fan, sorry to tell you, the show is no more. All right. So news on Stephen Colbert, though Stephen Colbert to guest star as a late-night host on CBS's crime comedy, Elsbeth. Stephen Colbert taking his hosting skills to another CBS property. The Late Show Helmsman will guest star in an upcoming episode of the crime comedy. God, that was a bit of a tongue twister there. Elsbeth, appearing as a late-night frontman, Variety has confirmed. A CBS rep declined Variety's request for comment. While it's unknown how Colbert will fit into the weekly mystery, the details of his role have been made public. He will play a leading man in the fictional late-night talk show Way Late with Scotty Bristol. I guess he's going to be Scotty Bristol. According to Vulture, was first reported Colbert's involvement. While the episode was filmed this week, Colbert's Elsbeth role has long been in the works, kickstarted by an appearance from series star Wendell Pierce on The Late Show. I love me some Wendell Pierce. The Bunk. During Pierce's interview with Colbert, the late night host said he asked CBS to play a corpse on one of the network's crime procedurals. Pierce offered to help. He told Colbert, "I can make that happen. I know a guy who knows a guy. We can get you on." And the deal came right as Elsbeth was picking up for a 3rd season. That's funny. They was like, "All right, cool, we'll do it, sure." Elizabeth was created by Robert and Michelle King and stars Carrie Preston in her The Good Wife role, along with Pierce. Other notable guest stars from the past seasons include Nathan Lane, Keegan Michael Key, Laura Benetti, and Michael Broderick and Rita. So he's going to be popping up on the show as a late night host after his late night show got canceled. Where it works in ironic ways sometimes. All right, so Netflix news, long story short, from BoJack Horseman creator lands a season 2 ahead of the season 1 premiere. And we got a new trailer for season 1. BoJack Horseman creator Bob Waxenberg, what the fuck? Raphael Bob Waxenberg has a new animated comedy. The long story short is here to stay, at least for a while. On Thursday, Long Story Short earned an early season 2 renewal ahead of the series premiere. Netflix also released the season 1 trailer. Long Story Short follows one family over time. Jumping through the years, we follow the Schwapper siblings from childhood to adulthood and back again, chronicling their triumphs, disappointment, joys, and compromises, the logline reads. The cast includes Lisa Edelstein as Naomi Schwartz, Paul Reiser as Elliot Cooper, Ben Fieldman as Avi Schwooper, Abby Jacobson as Shira Schwooper, Max Greenfield as Yoshi Schwooper, and Angelique Cabral as Jen, Nicole Byer as Kendra Hooper, and recurring guest Dave Franco as Danny Wingbert, and Michaela Dietz as Hannah Schwooper. Long Story Short, one season will run for 10 episodes at 30 minutes apiece. And now they got season 2. And then they got a trailer for season 1. How long is this? Oh, this is on the 31st, so still pretty new. We'll throw it into our trailer section. I gotta find it out. But on some more of that primetime HBO bullshit, because I told you we are always on demon time with them, because it's always gonna be fuck WB Discovery. More Library Cartoon Network series come off HBO Max. Part of the streamers move away from kids' fare. Courage the Cowardly Dog is no longer available on HBO Max. It is one of 2 popular Cartoon Network titles, along with Western Scooby-Doo, that were removed from the platform on July 31st after their most recent license deals expired. The move is part of an ongoing focus on adult and family programming at HBO Max and a move away from children's content, and marks another strategy shift for Warner Brothers Discovery streamer. Max, which has easy access to the libraries of such sister WBD companies as Cartoon Network and Warner Brothers Animation, first signaled a lower dependence on kids' content in 2022 when a slate of children's animated series were removed from the platform. I remember that. Things changed a year later after the streamer was renamed as Max, with a new push in the kids space via such projects as Peter and the Wolf, Gremlins Secrets of Mogwai, and Tiny Toons Luniversity. Then late last year, they switched up again. They ended the deal with Sesame Street original episodes and most library content. And now with HBO back in the name of the platform, it is once again not focusing on kids' fare, with those shows considered lower priority when their licenses come up for renewal. So y'all remember a while ago I said I stopped fucking with HBO Max after they had a shit ton of shows come off the streaming platform just for them to hike up the price. That was the reason. It was the exact reason why I stopped fucking with them. And yet, here we go, yet again, doing the same shit. So there you go. Less kids content on HBO Max, because these dumbass motherfuckers don't know what they want to brand their damn streamer as. All right, and with that is the end of our news section. We are about to get into some trailers, as you all know. So, with that, audio listeners, thank you all so much for watching. I very much do appreciate it. Make sure you leave a review. Let your boy know how he's doing. Leave him a rating. You know, that would be nice. I don't think I've gotten one on any platform yet. Granted, I haven't checked it in fucking forever. But yeah, thank you all so much for listening. I very much appreciate it. Make sure you and if you're listening on the YouTube version, you know, leave a like, leave a comment. You know, let me know anything interested you, that I inform you on anything. Let your boy know down in the comments. So until next time, audio listeners, if you also feel free to jump on over to the YouTube version so you can watch the trailers along with me. But until next time, everybody, I will talk to you all later. Always remember to stay watching, stay awesome, stay. I fucking love on this show. I'll speak to y'all later. Goodbye. But of course, if you're still here on the YouTube version, we gonna watch us some trailers here. Now we're gonna do things a little different here because we got a fuck ton of trailers to talk about here today. And most of them are movie and video game trailers. I don't have a lot of TV trailers. So we're going to kick things off with TV trailers. I think I only got 3. And then we're going to move into games. And then we're going to move into movies. Because there's a lot of trailers for those. So we got some TV trailers here to start. Then we're going to go into video games. And then we'll finish it off with film trailers. But you already know, I'm going to refill my little bottle real quick. And I'll come right back. All right. We are back. All right, so we're going to start things off with some good old-fashioned trailers. We got the Digimon Beat Break story. We talked about this in one of our past videos when they had Digimon Con. We talked about how they had announced the brand new anime for Digimon, and we got our first official trailer for it. Are these, okay, cool. All right, let's check it out. Oh, sorry, it already has subtitles on it. You know he's the main character because look at his hair. Well, you telling me the main Digimon of this season ain't a damn fire dinosaur or fire dragon? 2025. Very short. That's pretty cool. We'll see how it goes. I believe they said they're bringing this over to the US, but I don't know exactly how. Whatever. But the brand new Digimon, that's coming. I'm excited. All right, we got the Twisted Tale of Amanda Knox from Hulu.
Don't move. Don't make a sound.
Amanda, I don't like this. We should just turn back. Why would I return to a country where I was convicted of murder? Because in order to move forward,
Okay, yeah. This is.
I need to go back.
The drama series about that old girl who went to Italy. And they thought she killed her roommate.
I was halfway around the world studying abroad in Italy. I had no idea that my dream
Hello? Anybody home?
was about to become a nightmare.
Meredith?
Oh my God.
There is a body. It's Meredith.
Ma chi sono questi 2 ragazzi? Qualcuno lo sa?
La conquilina americana. Where did you go the night of Meredith's murder?
Do I need a lawyer right now? No, difficile, italiano.
Please.
If I remember correctly, the nigga they got acting as the boyfriend looks exactly like the nigga who's the fucking in real life. If I remember it correctly, he looks exactly like that nigga.
È innocente, lo sai. Per lei sono tutti innocenti.
For 15 years, I've been defined by something that I didn't do. Many people think they know
that Courtney
my
Cox?
story. But now, finally, it's my turn to tell it.
Ciao, Amanda.
Yeah. So it's all right. It's pretty interesting. So for any younger viewers out there who don't know, this is a story from the early 2000s. They said 2007. For me, it was like one of the first like very early incidents of like the mob mentality. It's very reminiscent. It reminds me of like I think I said this when it happened. It reminds me of like Making a Murderer, when like Making a Murderer first happened. Basically, it was this American college girl. She goes over to study abroad in Italy. Her roommate winds up dead, and the Italian authorities immediately go after her and like convict her of the murder with very little evidence. Literally just doing it because she was American, and it was like some shit with like her boyfriend, and you know, I think they were just kind of suspicious because of the way they were acting when they were investigating it. So it was, and then like they just kind of barreled in on her and just got tunnel visioned on her, and you know, didn't have all the evidence and full evidence enough to like truly convict her, but they kind of did. It was a massive international incident way back in the day, and like one of those first instances of just like, what's the word? I don't know if it's the word I'm looking for exactly, but like the mob mentality where everybody just kind of got swept up in the story of it. And everybody, and there was a lot of attention and a lot of people just kind of jumping on her thinking she was guilty without really kind of having the whole thing. It was a big thing back then. So it was pretty cool. The twisted tale of Amanda Knox follows the epitomous American college student who arrives in Italy for her study abroad, only to be wrongfully imprisoned for murder weeks later. The series traces Amanda's relentless fight to prove her innocence and reclaim her freedom, and explains why authorities and the world stood so firmly in judgment. And that comes on August 20th on Hulu. Yeah, like I remember that. All right, and our last TV trailer, we got
You all
Peacemaker.
been waiting a long time for this
Season
one.
2.
Here's the new trailer of Peacemaker, Season 2. Enjoy.
I just said that, John Cena.
We doing it up in style.
Hey guys, I got beer. On?
Duh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just hand it to him.
I'll just hand it to him.
I've changed a lot since I last saw you. I don't want to be a joke anymore. I want to be a real hero.
You wear a clown
Eagerly.
costume.
Still kind
Go
of
out and
shit
beat
CGI.
up people.
Chris, take something bad and make something good out of it.
I need to find the Peacemaker. He killed my son.
You're being monitored right now.
By who?
Rick Flag, Sr.
Whoa.
What is it?
You got Tim Meadows?
I have a dimensional portal. And it leads to a parallel world.
What?
It's not that big a deal.
Get the out, is not.
My son's a better man you could ever dream of being.
I've tried to make up for my mistakes, but I'm not sure redemption is possible.
He's in love with you. Me and Chris, it's never gonna be a thing.
I'm going to make a life in the other world.
Oh my god, the tidy whities.
There's another dimension. It's exactly the same as ours.
But better. Best dimension ever.
Dude, that's sick.
We need to close that dimensional rift.
I'm partnering you up with our new agent, Rip Jagger.
Who's Rip Jagger?
Rip Jagger. What kind of fucking name is that?
Fatty. No matter how green the grass is over there, you belong here with us.
We're gonna get Chris back.
You met your own self from a parallel dimension? You're wearing his clothes?
You think I bought this? That's painful.
Coming at the end of the month.
We're going to my secret room. You're not allowed to follow.
You must be.
It's gonna be so weird, bro. I still find it wild. That's James Gunn's wife. You know, there are some guys out there who just give me hope that just average looking guys can level up and seemingly just marry above marry above the league, above the weight class. Him, Dax Shepard. It was John Krasinski was on there like at first, but John Krasinski got a little bit of glow up though, so I can't put him on the list no more.
John.
Jesus.
You're not that dorky.
Shut up, Mom.
What the fuck you just
Mom, going to my secret room. You're not allowed to follow.
You must be John.
Jesus.
You're not that dorky.
Shut up, Mom.
All right. Season 1 was pretty good. Oh shit, I don't fucked up the shit.
You all.
Season 1 was pretty good. I didn't. Didn't hate it, didn't love it. I thought it was slightly above average. So, you know, we'll see what season 2 has going for it. I'm mostly in it. It's kind of like one of those things of like when you have the connected universe shit. Where now I'm mostly interested to see it, just to see how much we sort of are connecting and bringing over to the next universe where Superman happens. So that's mostly where my mind is. But yeah, that was it. All right, so that was our last of the TV trailers. Now we're moving on to video game trailers. Evo is currently going on or finished up. It was the last weekend. So there are a shit ton of fighting game trailers we got here, because that's basically what was going down. Sorry, we got Street Fighter 6 Sea Viper trailer.
Of the organization known as Shadaloo. His name is Bison. This is simulation data based on his battle prowess. But, as a research director, I'll have to test what this thing is capable of. Out of all the data obtained by Siren, this one's the most dangerous.
They know what they're doing with that fucking outfit and these camera angles, bro. The goon haunts you.
Let's boot it up. Begin test. Nice work.
Isn't Bison dead? I don't know. I don't follow the Street Fighter lore. Sea Viper coming in autumn of 2025. That's pretty damn soon.
Ugh. I hate doing overtime.
And they are the second, I believe, in their
I hate doing overtime.
year 3 rollouts. Yeah, because Sagat happened already. So yeah, she's the second one in the release window. All right, so there you go. All right, next up, a little change. And a little 2K. Oh, watch this in there. Look quick here.
What's up, y'all? Tyrese Halliburton here with NBA 2K gameplay director Mike Wang.
You already see all the dribbling and the sweat in the new 2K gameplay trailer?
Enhanced rhythm shooting and other advanced controls. Now let's get to it.
This year, pro play technology is evolving, bringing more authenticity than ever before through advancements in rhythm shooting, new customization options on offense, an all-new dynamic motion engine, and much more. In 2K26, pro play powers the all-new dynamic motion engine, using machine learning technology to make your actions feel more lifelike and realistic. Dynamic lower body pose matching adjusts the exact positioning of players' legs and feet on the fly to remove the skating seen in past games, and ensure that players launch, plant, and cut realistically. This is the biggest change to player movement since NBA 2K21, offering a fresh and authentic feeling every time you step on the court.
And that's the same year I made it to the league. It's wild to see how gameplay's evolved the last couple of years.
Am I still gonna get fucking... Am I still gonna get stuck on the nigga just standing in his spot that I just all of a sudden just can't maneuver around him? My nigga just keep running, you know, one direction and I can't get past him.
Players who take advantage of the rhythm shooting mechanic will notice more responsive and authentic jump shots that simulate a true shooting motion. We really wanted to emphasize creating a skill-based environment in 2K26 that blends authenticity with competition for a more rewarding experience. This renewed focus will be felt across multiple gameplay features, from shot outcomes to successful blocks and steals, and loose balls and rebounds.
As a shooter, that sounds awesome. But what about potential changes to moves in the post?
Big men in NBA 2K26 will now be able to leverage all new signature go-to post shots by holding up on the shot stick while in the post. Players can lean into a host of new moves, including shimmy floaters, baby hooks, and up and unders. Playing with your back to the basket is a lost art, but those who are able to master it can take advantage in the paint.
They really trying to, ain't nobody gonna do that shit. Everybody just gonna shoot threes.
Layups were limited by a single signature layup package, but this year players can draw inspiration from around the league to mix and match standard layups, floaters, quick scoops, Euro steps,
layup packages,
hop steps, and spins, and
making a
determine exactly how they
motherfucking
wanna finish
two
your
guard with no threes. Nigga,
2K26
just all
uses
mid range.
system-driven technology to
All
generate
mid range. No
player-to-player
dunks,
collisions
no
that are more
threes.
reliable
All
compared
mid
to
range
previously
and
scripted
layups. That's
motion
it.
captured animations. Coupled with new dynamic motion, this change improves the freedom of authentic movement for both the dribbler and on-ball defender. Interior defense has also been redesigned so that it's easier to put a body on shooters when
Nigga, this shit unrealistic. Zion Williamson ain't gonna be playing. He got this. He had the wrongs, but that nigga be on the
they're
bench.
finishing around the rim and make body-to-body contact in the air. And bigs will feel increased physicality when roaming in the paint. Last but not least, we've added some new offensive controls to give players a more intuitive, deliberate, and free-flowing experience. Ball handlers can now shield themselves from steals by reacting with the Quick Protect mechanic. The introduction of Quick Protect will
I mean,
bring
that was
more
kinda
balance
realistic.
and lead to more skill-based outcomes.
You got Luka dribbling the ball with
Last but not least, we've added
Austin
some new
Reeves
offensive controls
asking
to
for an
give
open
players a
shot
more intuitive, deliberate,
and not getting
free-flowing
it. Not
experience.
getting it.
Ball handlers can now shield themselves from steals by reacting with the Quick Protect mechanic. The introduction of Quick Protect will bring more balance and lead to more skill-based outcomes. You can even use it to put
I forgot
defenders in
Desmond
jail,
Bain is on
just
the-
like
is on
Luka
the
and
master
other
now,
strong
ain't he?
guards love to do. For spot-up shooters, you can use the new Quick Shot feature by holding the left trigger on catch-and-shoot shots. This will skip the dip and allow you to get your shots off super quick like Klay Thompson. Slashers now have access to slow-motion Euro step gathers, something we've been seeing a lot of in the league lately from players like yourself and Ant. This will help you navigate through the paint and around defenders by decelerating to throw defenders off and create space with a slow-mo finish. And finally, another highly requested feature is the ability to force rat passes, which will allow you to feed the corner three or thread the needle to a cutting teammate and avoid defenders playing the passing lanes.
As a big-time 2K fan, I can't wait to get my hands on 2K26 and experience these all-new features for myself.
All right,
Gameplay
y'all
in
know
NBA
what it is.
2K26.
2K ball dribbling, shoot the ball, new shit. We'll see how it goes. Then they gonna patch all that shit in the first patch
Taking a
and
giant
change
leap
it.
forward with more personalization and
All right,
variety,
next up,
faster.
Marvel Token. We got a
Check
new
this
trailer
out.
for
I'm gonna
Marvel
show you
Token.
how
How's about you not? Thank you very much.
Wait, whoa. Everybody calm down.
We're getting a motherfucking game. Are you kidding me?
Game was phenomenal. I want to play this game so bad.
I'm be honest with y'all. I do reaction stuff every now and then. But like I already know, I don't do too much reaction stuff, and you'll never see me on shit like this because you will never get reactions like this from me. Like I'm not never, very rarely will you see me reacting like this to shit. I don't know, 'cause I'm just not the type of person. Like it's got to be something that I'm like really into and really invested in, and it got to be like some wild, like some truly like remarkable shit for me to react like this.
I want to play this game so bad.
Like the first Doomsday trailer, if like they showcase like some wild shit, you might see me like that. That little Hubble and shit. I will say I am interested to see how the roster fills out for this game. We're seeing some skin options. And you got the Doom with the all white, the God Emperor Doom skin. Got the Captain Hydra skin. I don't know, Blue Iron Man. What were the dates on there? September 5th and the 7th, the closed PS5 beta. Beta access begins the 5th. Was that PDT? What is that? I don't know. And you can register now. So if you're interested, go ahead and register.
I came to this planet for one reason.
Omni-Man gameplay for Invincible Versus. There's a lot of fighting stuff, a lot of fighting games.
Come here, you little shit.
That sounds like J.K. Simmons.
You'll never take this planet.
I wonder, because I was on the fence about Stephen Yeun voicing Invincible. But that sounds like J.K. Simmons.
Time for a lesson. I'm not even trying yet. Soft fur you got there, kitty cat. Careful. Your little fireworks can't hurt me. Pay attention. Coming in. Think.
Fake, Mark. Fake.
Listen to me. You don't seem to understand.
Of course they gave him these moves.
This battle isn't yours to win.
This battle is yours to win. This. What do you say in the show? This world isn't yours to conquer. Definitely seems like a bruiser. He's like he could be a fucking problem. All right, next up, Battlefield. We got some Battlefield gameplay.
At the core of any great first-person shooter is the connection players have with its world. We know the things our players love about Battlefield and are elevating them to an even higher quality than ever before. Our class system's back, with new innovations to give players even more choice.
Yeah, like they said in the PC video.
Gunplay to the way you move across the battlefield, rebuilt from the ground up. Vehicles that feel weighty, powerful, and can change the tide of war.
And of course, destruction. Something Battlefield does unlike anyone else.
We heard you loud and clear. You want the class system back. Assault, Engineer, Support, and Recon. An iconic formula for Battlefield. Each class features a signature weapon set, as well as class-exclusive gadgets and traits that define your role in the squad.
The Assault class are the frontline killers who punch through enemies' defenses to open a way for the rest of the team. A handy grenade launcher will rob enemies of their cover, while flashbangs send them scurrying through the line of fire. Cornered by the enemy, an adrenaline shot may be the difference between life and death. Assault's enhanced mobility, combined with the option to throw on an extra primary weapon, makes you a formidable force that can push deep behind enemy lines.
You need a deterrent for tanks, helicopters?
Okay, a lot of concepts.
That's when you call
Fucking
the
dope.
engineer. Armed with a satchel filled with rockets and mines, this class is all about being a menace to the vehicles hunting your allies. They're also the only class capable of repairing friendly vehicles, equipment, and weapon placement.
The Support class is there to pull your ass out of the fire, throwing down supply crates, heals, and ammo to keep you in the fights. Support can lay down deployable cover, intercept enemy grenades and missiles, and they're the masters of the machine gun. There is no better class to keep your squad in the fights when the odds are against you.
Recon is our tactical mastermind who provides vital information to the squad and stalks the edges of the battlefield, usually with a sniper rifle in hand to pull off the perfect headshot. With drones capable of pinpointing enemy positions, C4 that can cripple tanks and level buildings, and a laser designated that will guide your allies' missiles right to their target.
For Battlefield 6, we've reapproached combat and rebuilt it from the ground up to create an experience the team calls the kinesthetic combat system.
Yeah, it sure looks good.
Designed to give you a wider range of tactical and reflexive options during the heat of battle. It's about being aware of what's around you. How you move, how you shoot, and how to use destruction are all carefully balanced and work together to define this new system. With Dragon Revive, you can now cross no man's land to save a downed squad mate by pulling them to safety while reviving them. You can also lean and peek around corners.
Remember they did mention that in the very early leak. So the whole you can grab and pull your allies if you're reviving them. They mentioned that in the very early leaks we talked about a while ago.
You can perform agile rolls while escaping enemy fire.
Hey, tuck and roll what?
All vehicles have been tuned to be more responsive and intuitive than ever before. Whether you're tearing across the sky in a chopper, raining bullets down on your foes, or rolling through the desert in a tank. The new hit-to-ride ability lets your squad stay together by expanding the number of spots available for vehicles. And while it's easier to navigate with simplified control options, harnessing these war machines' full lethal potential requires the expertise of a pro.
We know you love destruction. And for Battlefield 6, we wanted to push destruction even further, both in terms of a spectacle and as a gameplay mechanic.
We're debuting a new iteration called Tactical Destruction. It gives you even more options to own the battlefield with countless ways to transform the environment. While blocking your way, try C4, a rocket launcher, or your handy sledgehammer.
What the fuck?
Squad firing, try C4, a rocket launcher.
Then I get hit one spot in the floor, the whole fucking thing down.
squad firing on your team from above? Take out the floor beneath them. Or blow it all up. Climb over the rubble, problem solved.
The destructible environment shit is really
Come
fucking
together
cool.
to create a genre-defining, must-play first-person shooter experience you cannot get anywhere else.
Battlefield's looking good, looking good. I honestly really do hope this game works out. We read in the story earlier, Battlefield has been going through some. It's been a little rough for Battlefield these last couple game entries. So I hope this does work out, especially as this might end up being my first Battlefield on PC. So I hope it works. I hope it's good. It's looking really good though. It's looking really good. All right, Virtual Fighter released a new video as well today. What was that? What I wanted. There we go.
Ready, go!
Oh, that combo was clean. Ooh. Tokyo Tulsa. A tease for more to be revealed at Tokyo Game Show. So it's like we're getting our first combat look at the Tokyo Game Show this year. So cool. I thought it was looked pretty clean. Again, I'm not a fighter guy. I don't know too much about fighters, whether it's good or whatnot. But that looked pretty clean. This is Lost Soul Aside weapons trailer. I think this is that Devil May Cry looking kind of game.
Let me be your vengeance.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of interested in this. Sword, very quick. Pop-ups. Big swirls, big air effect, big slices, big dices. The great sword. The pole blade. Okay, some range. The power control. Ooh. I can't lie. This is like my kind of weapon right there. Reminds me of the little the staff from God of War Ragnarok. Did it just pull? Did it just pull them? It's like a throw. Swiftly swap weapons. Oh, okay, so you can swap in real time. You don't have to stick to one. Is this coming out this year? Oh my god, it is. PS5 and PC at the end of the month. God damn it. PC, oh, it's in Australia, New Zealand, Japan. August 30th in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and Korea for the PC. I'm actually pretty interested in this. We're gonna see how reviews look. God damn it, man. It's too many games to play, man. Everybody talking about gaming is dead. It's too many games to play. I thought I had a little breath. I was like, all right, I'm nearly done. I'm still playing. I'm nearly done with Expedition 33. Progressing pretty nice through Doom the Dark Age. I was like, all right, we're doing pretty good. I just finished Dragon Age Origins. But I gotta start 2 for the channel. I gotta find the next game. I gotta find another game to play for the channel. I still got Death Stranding 2 I gotta play. I was giving that a month anyway. A little break. But shit, you got that coming out in August. Probably a bunch of other shit too. Alright, next up. Alright, that was the last video game trailer. Now we got the movie trailers. Quite a few of these here. This is the Zootopia 2 trailer.
Welcome to Partners in Crisis. I'm your therapy animal, Dr. Fuzzbee. Greg, we talked about that. What are we making Merlin? Uncomfortable. Yes. And Francine, Clark may be a mouse, but he is your partner first. And we have 2 new partners. Can you tell us about your journey to Dysfunction Junction?
Well, we've been official partners for 1 week. Happy anniversary. And we are functioning fine. Better than fine. And we did sort of save the city, so us being here kind of seems like a huge misunderstanding.
Notice how she answered first, did not allow her partner to speak, and taps her foot when she's suppressing discomfort. And observe the source of her discomfort, represented by the disconnected affectation of her emotionally insecure partner.
Oh.
But for now, we begin by greeting our teammate. Okay, unfortunately, Karen has chosen to see Joel's smile as a sign of aggression. Hackles down, Karen. Karen, hackles down. Someone get the hose.
That voice sounds familiar.
This is a make or break assignment. Fail and I will split you up.
No snake has set foot in Zootopia in forever.
Hops and Wild?
Wild and Hops. The dream team. Sorry, Paul.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Kiss the second ring right now.
Stop in the name of the law!
I'm really sorry.
No. Stop pulling my ears, stop pulling my ears. Never pull up on his ears.
I have to help my family. Cannonball!
Why's that water slide going down the waterfall?
This is not your worst idea.
Wow, that was almost
outside the river.
Your worst idea is what you did with your ears.
Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2. November of this year. I really liked the first Zootopia. I watched it on Disney Plus a while back. I really liked it. After cracking the biggest case in Zootopia history, rookie cops Judy Hopps, voiced by Jennifer Goodwin, and Nick Wade, voiced by Jason Bateman, find their partnership isn't as solid as they thought when Chief Bogo, voiced by Idris Elba, orders them to join the Partners in Crisis counseling program. But it doesn't take long for their partnership to be put to the ultimate test when they find themselves on the twisting trail of a mystery tied to the arrival of a venomous snake in the animal metropolis. The trailer, poster, and trailer stills are now available to download and share. Zootopia introduces Gary D. Snake, voiced by Ki-Hoo Kwan, Nibbles, voiced by Fortune Feemeister, and Quokka therapist Dr. Fuzzbee, voiced by Quinta Brunson. That's why it sounded familiar. Let's go, Zootopia 2. That sounds good. Okay, next we got Goat.
Meet Billy.
This is not Goat, by the way. This is some, I think it's like connected to like Steph Curry. He's like producing it too. I think he's has a role in it too.
The new trailer for Goat is here.
Okay, Sony Animation.
Hey, Will, would you happen to have that wrench?
I just need a little more time.
I got mouths to feed. I don't need one more.
Hey, Will. Oh, hey, guys. That's a lot of kids.
Indeed, it is.
Got that stop motion animation like in Spider-Verse. Not stop motion, that like missing frame rate style.
Like my hero, Jet Fillmore.
I'm the best in the game.
Oh, you must have lost your mind.
Where the fiercest animals compete in the most dangerous stadium.
They can flee. Oh no.
Come on, Olivia.
I'm good here. I live here now.
But there's only one problem. I'm a small in a world of bigs. So, I got next.
A goat.
A go?
What are the rules, y'all? Smalls can't ball.
Wanna bet? All I need is one shot to show the world this kid got game.
I wish I was a baller.
I need to hear it.
Bye.
With feeling.
Bye.
You goats are weird. I like it.
Nigga, was they supposed to be imitating the What's Up trailer for Scary Movie?
Flesh. Normally, he sell for around 6, but I'll give it to you.
Are those Steph Curry's actual shoes?
Pristine upper mesh, taut laces.
Nutty.
Nasty.
These motherfuckers legitimately ran a fucking... Niggas had an ad for his own shoes in a movie he produced. That's fucking hilarious. It's Caleb McLaughlin. Okay, that's oh boy for Stranger Things. Gabrielle Union, Stephen Curry, Nicola Collin, Nick Kroll, David Harbour, Jennifer Lewis, Patton Oswalt, Jelly Roll. Coming soon, exclusively in movies. Okay. Besides the you know, generic ass dialogue, I'm slightly interested in it. We'll see what happens. Studio about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Okay. Nothing too much about it. Oh, here we go. From Sony Pictures Animation, the studio behind Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, comes Goat, an original action comedy set in an all-animal world. The story follows Will, a small goat with big dreams who gets his once-in-a-lifetime shot to join the pros and play Rollerball, a high-intensity, co-ed, full-contact sport dominated by the fastest, fiercest animal in the world. Will's new teammates aren't thrilled about having a little goat on their roster, but Will is determined to revolutionize the sport and prove once and for all that Smalls can ball. Yeah, that pretty much that sounds like heavily inspired by sounds heavily inspired by Steph Curry's story in the game. So yeah, it's not surprising at all. So we'll see. All right, next, Eeny Meeny. This is a Hulu movie.
How many banks have you robbed, Edie?
You get right to it.
12 banks, 3 jewelry stores, a nightclub tycoon's corporate office. However, there is something that is complicating this picture for me.
God damn, fucking nigga got the fucking Gooner Central, fucking Gooner Central in his office right here. God damn. Motherfucker's fucking Gooner Ground Zero in this bitch.
There is something that is complicating this picture for me. Your boy's a liability.
X.
Is he, though?
Eeny meeny. You were the best behind the wheel. Unfortunately, I'm not smart enough to get away from John. He owes me $3 million. But this casino job in just a few days. You're a getaway driver. All you gotta do is get in the car and get away. And if you fail, I'm gonna have your skeleton pulled out through your skin by a Haitian guy who does it at a very fair price. What's his name? Tim. Haitian Tim.
What was I thinking coming to see you? I stepped back into your life for 5 seconds.
Hey, I've been doing better. I quit drugs except for weed for you.
You just did cocaine last night. I'm gonna need a car.
Seems very Baby Driver inspired.
A man should know when he's cooked.
Looking like Jack Skeleton and shit. I regret every second I walked back into your life.
We love each other. We're a family.
A family doesn't rob a casino.
me you don't miss that.
It looks like it's just like a decent little action little joint. Film starring Samara Weaving, Carl Glossman, Jennifer Fowler, Marshawn Lynch. Okay, nothing too much here. Yeah, this is like a decent little action joint right there. Preparation for the next life.
You live here?
Why?
I've never been to New York. It's supposed to be a good place to party.
Party.
怎么来的？visa？
是卡车。
那么你或许可以去领事馆办个护照。但他们有时候会当成代人。
You know what I notice a lot in media like this and shit? I swear to God. Whenever they do these little couples, like these little interracial couples, especially when it's like somebody like an Indian or like a fucking Asian descent, it's always a white person. It like never fucking fails. I swear.
How would you say, be my girlfriend in your language?
Jinem.
So if a guy likes a girl, he goes like Jinem, and then she knows?
What does a man do here?
He tries
Some
to
heavy
show
hitters
her
right there.
how she makes him feel. What she does to him.
What she does to him?
She makes him believe.
In what?
O to'g'riliq bilmaydiganlarim ko'p edi. Men to'g'riliq bilmaydiganlarim o ko'p edi.
Skinner, you okay?
Still feel like something's like coming for me, something bad.
I don't understand this. I don't know what will happen if they lock me up again.
If there's something that you want to do, you better do it today. You have no idea what's gonna happen tomorrow.
You may suffer in this life. You struggle, you have pain, but you will have peace in the next life.
It's beautiful, but I'm living in this life now.
Alright, you know, it seems like, you know, well, you know, I see it because of September, so that makes sense. I was just saying, you know, it seems like your little Oscar-worthy, Oscar-baity kind of movies. So I was like, oh, it's coming out in September too. Yeah, that makes sense. That's when they usually come out after the, you know, once the summer blockbusters are over. Now it's time for your award type movies. Love is an Escape. It's a reason to keep going. Watch the trailer for Preparation for the Next Life. A comedy directed by Academy Award nominee Bing Liu, starring I'm not even gonna try that, and Fred Heichinger. That's about all we got. Cool. All right, next up we got Twinless. Now I seen this, right? I just came across it on my timeline. I was like, oh, okay, let me add this to my notes so I remember to add it. I just seen it was a movie. I was like, all right, it's a new trailer. Let me put this in my notes so when I do my news drops, I already know a trailer that recently came out I could put. No idea what it was, but I know it had Dylan O'Brien in it, so I put it in there. And then I seen this fucking thumbnail, and I'm like, nigga, is this the Sims movie? And then I remembered somebody actually was doing a Sims movie. I forgot. I don't remember the exact details, but I do remember reading somewhere, we probably did it for this channel, that somebody actually did greenlight a Sims movie. So I don't know if this is it or not. I don't know what's going on with this thumbnail, but we finna figure it out. All right, Twinless.
I have a twin brother, and he passed away.
Roman, you need help.
You need help.
Well, that's true.
As a twin, it's like you internalize the difference between you and your other half. Who's older? I am now that she's dead. No, I'm kidding.
I'm Dennis. Roman. Oh, I wouldn't eat that. Tastes like balls.
I like balls. Oh my god, that's so bad. I feel like being a twin kind of ruined me. I want to hang out all the time. I'm too needy.
I hate doing things alone. Cooking meals, folding laundry.
Yeah, so much faster with two people.
Right? I mean, honestly, whoever invented the fitted sheet should be flagellated, and not the fun kind.
That's a fun guy.
Do you want to get groceries with me?
Yeah, I've been meaning to go to the store.
No, there's a gay guy at work. You should meet him. I think you'd really get along.
Yeah, that's sort of like, you're both Asian. I'm sure you have lots of Asian things to talk about.
Oh, hey, what's up? I'm Sammy.
Hi, I hear we have a lot in common.
Okay, that's just what it was. Just that the running thumbnail. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Is your boyfriend?
No, we're just pals. What kind of girls are you into?
I like boobs. What's the worst thing you've ever done?
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
He killed his twin.
Roman said you lost a twin, so you know what it feels like to be split.
Well, if you're going to hell, keep going, right?
You just have to know your limits.
I don't know my limits.
I wish I could take it back.
Rocky. You know, people say, just be yourself. Like, what version of me?
Okay, I can't lie. I thought that was taking a very interesting turn.
Together.
Separate.
I can't lie. I thought that was taking a very interesting, like, dark fucking turn there, but it wasn't. So, you know. Again, this seems to be what. Again, I told you, we're getting there. We're getting to the award season movies here. The movies you're gonna expect to see at the, you know, the Oscars, the Academy Awards, all that shit. That's these movies starting to come in. This seems like another one of them. Looks solid though. I can't lie. All right, and next up we have The Lost Bus.
It's another dry and windy day in paradise.
This is based off like the wildfires or something.
Situation developing at Ponderosa Elementary. There are 23 kids who are stranded. Is there anybody
Just know my Bay America Ferrera's in it. That's all I know. Oh, and Matthew McConaughey.
Is there anybody that can go and pick these kids up?
Traded up to Lincoln for a bus.
To base, I can get him.
Class, oh, it's just another brush fire, nothing new.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Mary.
Kevin.
Kids, this is our bus driver, Kevin.
I don't think you understand the urgency of our situation here.
Quietly, calmly, one single line. You got all of us who are gonna be there? It's gonna take 10 minutes.
Oh, the 2018 brush
safety
fires.
protocols on this bus?
Yep, you got that.
Great, yeah, that'll make all the difference.
And a bus full of kids.
At approximately 6:30 a.m. this morning, a fire entered the town of Paradise.
Where do you need to get to?
My son's up there with his grandma. It's too late. I'm too late as a father.
It's not too late.
Kevin, can you hear me?
Paul Greengrass though.
963. Do you read?
I was coming to some theaters too. God damn it. Fucking annotations, whatever the fuck they call it. That looks alright. Looks pretty good. I always have a little soft spot for disaster movies, so you know the writing got to be pretty damn strong in there. All right, The Conjuring: Last Rites.
The devil
has come to Pennsylvania.
I haven't seen any of these Conjuring movies, by the way.
Jack and Janet Smurl claim that an evil presence has found its way into their home.
8 people live in this house. 8 people have experienced this. People live in this house.
Janet Smurl claimed that an evil presence
I'm
has
sorry,
found its
the sound guy in me immediately picked that
into
up.
their home.
That is not what she's saying in this. That is not what she's saying in this shot. This is ADR.
People live in this house. 8 people have experienced this. 8 people are not crazy.
So, when did this start?
Heather's confirmation.
7th of September.
There's something in the attic. Ed, there's an evil here. Something I've felt before. This thing in your house is a demon. It's the first one that we ever encountered. We were young. We were scared. We ran away. And after all these years, it wasn't done with our family.
It's back for revenge.
Saint Michael, defend us. Be our safeguard against the devil.
In nomine Patris.
Another horror coming late summer.
By the power of our Lord Jesus Christ.
I don't know how to protect you this time.
I thought the Annabelle, this motherfucker does have a whole universe around it, don't it? It's a paranormal horror movie and a slasher horror movie. Carolina looks pretty good though. Is James Wan back in this one? The ninth entry. God damn. The $2 billion theatrical Conjuring universe. I was like, these motherfuckers have a whole universe in this shit, don't they? Conjuring Last Rise, directed by franchise veteran Michael Chavez, a producer. Okay, James Wan's producing, and Peter Safran too. Delivers another thrilling. Okay. Farmiga and Wilson star alongside Mia Tomlinson and Ben Hardy, who portray Ed and Lorraine's daughter, Warren Judy and her boyfriend Tony Spira, as well as Steve Couture returning as Father Gordo, Rebecca. Okay, they ain't really telling me what the damn movie is about. Okay, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson reunite one last case as renowned real-life paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren, in a powerful, spine-chilling addition to the global box office-breaking franchise. Do I gotta watch all 9 movies to understand what the hell going on in this? Alright, and finally, we got the official trailer for Highest to Lowest, the new Spike Lee joint with Denzel.
New mixes of mood music.
Very excited about this one. Jeffrey Wright.
Wake up, y'all. The king's here. Got to pay back. Buying back, stacking his records. It's a lot of money. There's more to life than just making money. It's integrity. That's what you stand for.
What you think? I think you gotta be a little crazy sometimes in this world.
Is that Miss Angela Bassett I saw right there?
King David, now ain't this something? I got your full attention now, huh? You finally listening to me.
Somebody's got Trey.
What do you mean somebody's got?
Somebody's kidnapped our son.
$17.5 million
No, it's not
in
Angela
the old
Bassett.
black Jordan backpack.
Well, ASAP Rocky? Well, he was in the credits in the first one.
11 a.m. board the 4 train going to money making Manhattan.
You let him go, I make sure you set free.
It's too late for all that.
It's never too late.
You're not God no more, nigga. I am.
35 and I'm still a pretty guy.
I gotta feed the streets, my lady, and a newborn kid.
We got motherfucking ASAP Rocky and the brand. We got ASAP Rocky and a Spike Lee joint with some original music, probably for the music. I mean, for the movie. And this nigga still ain't dropped this fucking album. God damn, bro. What the fuck?
And I ain't trying to go back and do another bid, you dig?
I know what it is to risk everything you have for something that you want. I know what that means, to have nothing and want everything. What is that?
Insurance. That's Jake from State Farm.
Shout out to my felons, boy, we caught another felony. Shout out to my felons, boy, we caught another felony. Shout out to my felons, boy.
I can't go out like this, you know that.
Shout out to my felons.
Well, then his blood is gonna be on your hands then.
Pack out the trunk.
Oh, you want to do this? I got into this by myself. I'm gonna get out of it by myself. Where's my money? I got the 4-pounder sitting right here. Don't try nothing funny.
Now I told you, new music from A$AP Rocky. In theaters August 15th. This is coming out this month. And streaming on September 5th on Apple TV Plus. This looks good. This shit looks real good. I'm hyped for that one. And it's A24. And y'all know what is our fucking tagline when it comes to A24. Y'all know what it is. It's A24 does good shit. All right, that is it for this episode of News Drop. Thank you all so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. Make sure you check out our previous news drops as well. We've been covering stuff all damn year, so you get all up to date on all of the news from film, TV, and video games. Make sure you watch some of my other videos I got on the channel as well. I got some video game playlists. We just wrapped up Dragon Age Origins and all the DLCs, so we'll be starting 2 sometime later. We also finished up South of Midnight as well, so feel free to check that out. Cyberpunk 2077, Spider-Man 2, all of it is on the channel, so feel free to check out all that stuff. We got some impression videos, talk about stuff I watched and played, Expedition 33, Fantastic Four, First Steps, Ironheart, Superman, we talk about all of it. So check out some of the stuff I got on the channel as well as the podcast, if you haven't listened to it either. Check that out. We got I got 4 years worth of shit up on there before we jump to YouTube. So anywho, I'm gonna let y'all go. It's been long enough. Thank you all so much for watching. I very much do appreciate it. And as always, everybody, always remember to stay watching, to stay playing, stay awesome, and most importantly, of course, is to stay safe out there. Until next time, everybody, I will speak to you all later. Goodbye.